So, good evening, Panto Archive, Panto fans, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I've been asked to answer 5 questions, some on Panto, a couple are not, for you, which I will attempt to do now. I'm just sat in my, I know Asa Elliott did a really clever green screen for all his Panto pictures behind him, but he's a lot cleverer than me. So I'm just sat in my bar at the end of the garden. It's called Cooper's because it's full of Tommy Cooper memorabilia, because I'm a massive fan of Tommy Cooper, which links me to question 1, which is, which celebrity in Panto, with what Panto, I've cut off the top of the questions, I don't know what it is, but basically they're both asking me what celebrity, living or dead, would I like to be in Panto with. Well, obviously Tommy Cooper, I would love to have done Panto with him, because he was and still is a big hero of mine, and I would just like to have seen him. I never got the opportunity to see him live, and I would love to have been on stage with him and just to watch him in the wings and to see how he worked, because he was a genius. But you know, all the old school comedians I love. Les Dawson, I'd love to have watched him, I'd love to have appeared with him. Eric Morecambe. But yeah, I think Tommy would have been the celebrity that I would most likely like to have, or love to have done Panto with. Yes. Question 2. Prior to the dreadful outbreak of COVID-19, did you have plans already in place for a 2021 Panto? How has this affected you and how do you feel about it? Well, like everybody, you know, I think we're all gutted in Panto Land this year because so many of them are being postponed until next year. We were going to do Sleeping Beauty, as some of you know, this year at the Lyceum. Now, as of last week, the Sheffield Theatre announced that the Lyceum is going to be shut until next year, 2021. The Crucible is going to be open, so hopefully we're planning to do a pop-up Panto at the Crucible. What that means at the moment, I don't know, but I will keep you posted on that. But that's the plan, that we are going to do some sort of a Panto to the best of our ability at the Crucible this year. So please do come and see it and keep checking social media to find out what it is. I don't know a lot about it at the moment, but I will be tweeting about it, Instagramming about it when I find out more. Yes. Question 3. Off the subject of Panto. When will we get to see you on TV entertaining us all? Is there a perfect part out there for you? What would it be? Well, I'm on TV at the moment in a children's series, the BBC series called Andy and the Band, which the whole series you can see on BBC iPlayer at the moment. You can watch the whole thing. At the moment, now, as we speak, I was supposed to be filming series 2. And like many other things, that's having to be forwarded to next year. So we'll probably film that in the spring of next year. But you can watch series 1 at the moment. Also, I'd love to do a sitcom. I've never done. I've done pilots of sitcoms, and I've done an episode, I did like Birds of a Feather and things like that. But I'd love to do a brand new sitcom and create a character, which would be great. Because you know, I love comedies. What I tend to do the most of, and which I enjoy. So that would be great. But yeah, if you want to watch me, go on to BBC iPlayer, Andy and the Band. Okay, 4. Question 4. Did you watch Panto as a child? What are your earliest memories? Yes, I did. My earliest memories, my very first Panto, in fact, was my nan and my mum. They took me to see a production of Robinson Crusoe with Charlie Drake and Trevor Bannister at the State Cinema in Grays in Essex. It's shut down now, but it's still, the building's still there because it's a listed building. It's like a 30s decade theatre cinema. And I saw I don't know much about it. Maybe Panto Archive or anyone out there can find out, because I've never been able to find any record of it, any like posters or flyers or anything. But it definitely ran at the State Cinema in Grays, and I remember someone told me they had to put trailers in the car park, so that was their dressing rooms, because it was a cinema, not a theatre. I think it was the only time they ever did it at the State Cinema. But yeah, my nan took me, and I remember it was Trevor Bannister was the Dame, and my earliest memory is I was very young, but my nan was sitting in the we were in about the third row, and Trevor Bannister came on with a big shopping trolley full of crisps and sweets and stuff, and he said, "Has anyone called Smith in?" And my nan put her hand up and said, "Oh yeah, me." And he threw her a bag of Smith's crisps and said, "Oh, your crisps have arrived." And everyone laughed, and I thought, well, that's amazing. This is something clicked in my head, and I thought, I want to do this. This is brilliant. Look, everyone's just laughing. Everyone's falling around. They're having their best time. And as a link to that, years and years later, I was doing Aladdin in Sheffield, playing Widow Twankey, and I was getting changed up in the first scene, the laundry scene, and as I took this wig, I had this big black wig with a bun on, and as I took the wig off I was getting changed, I put it down on the side, that I saw the light from the mirror was shining on the wig, and I could see some writing the lace of the wig. I couldn't quite make it out. Anyway, when I held it up to the light, the writing said Trevor Bannister. So that was one of his wigs that he wore, I don't know how long ago, but there we are. That was full circle from me seeing him as a child and being influenced to actually wearing one of his wigs all those years later. How about that? Right, question 5. Have you ever worked with anyone who, Panto, who you did not enjoy performing with? We know some people do it for the money and hate every second of it. Well, do you know what? I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of people over the years, and I can't recall. Well, yeah, probably only one I can recall. Obviously, I won't mention any names, but only one person I think in my whole life. I mean, doing Panto. I mean, I've been doing it since I was 15, and I'm 49 now. So, what's that? That's a million Pantos. But yeah, I can only recall one person who was difficult. But everyone else, I've always had, amazing time. Everyone enjoys Panto. The atmosphere, it's Christmas. We all have a lovely time. And I've worked with some great people, and I've learned a lot from people such as Barbara Windsor. I remember she taught me a lot about Panto. I worked with Little and Large. I used to watch them in the wings, and they were brilliant in Panto. Jimmy Cricket, quite a lot of people. But yeah, only one person I can remember, which is brilliant to say, after a million years in Panto. And that's it. That's all the questions you've asked. So I hope I've answered them as clearly and as best to my ability. If you are in Sheffield, please do come and see the pop-up. Panto, whatever that may be, and no worries, because 2021 Panto will be back, and it will be the most spectacular and the most fantastic Pantos you've ever seen. Have a good evening, have a great rest of the year, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your masks, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.